A 90-pound Doberman was returned to the shelter twice for the same reason. She wouldn't stop licking people's faces. Not a gentle lick, a desperate, obsessive, non-stop need to press her mouth against anyone who got close. Two families called it a behavioral problem. One woman called it something else entirely. And when the vet finally explained why she does it, it broke the internet. A 90-pound Doberman with natural floppy ears, a sleek black and tan coat, and the saddest eyes the shelter had ever seen. That's what was lying in the corner of Kennel 9 at the Hartfield County Animal Shelter. Her name was Zara, and she had a habit that made everyone uncomfortable. She licked, constantly, obsessively, not herself, not the floor, people's faces. The moment anyone got close enough, Zara would lunge forward, press her muzzle against their face, and lick like her life depended on it, frantically, desperately, like she was trying to say something no one could understand. The shelter staff didn't know what to make of it. Some called it affection, others called it a behavioral issue. The intake notes from her previous owner simply read, "Too needy, can't handle it anymore." She was 3 years old and had already been surrendered twice. But what those notes didn't mention was what happened before the shelter. Zara had spent the first 2 years of her life in a home where she was kept in a laundry room, alone. The door stayed closed from morning until night. No walks, no toys, no human contact except for a bowl of food slid under the door once a day. For 2 years, the only living thing she could reach was her own body, and she licked herself raw because of it. Her front legs had bald patches, her paws were cracked. The vet who examined her on intake said the compulsive licking was a textbook trauma response. A dog who had been starved of contact for so long that her brain rewired itself to seek it constantly, desperately, from anything warm and alive. The first family who adopted her brought her back after 5 days. "She won't stop," the woman said, wiping her face. "She climbs on top of you and just licks and licks. It's too much." The second family lasted 9 days. Their reason was almost identical. "She's sweet, but it's obsessive. We can't eat dinner without her trying to lick our faces. She knocked over our 4-year-old trying to get to his cheeks." After the second return, the shelter coordinator wrote one word on Zara's file: challenging. In rescue language, that's one step away from unadoptable. Zara stayed in Kennel 9 for 411 days, over a year of concrete and fluorescent light. And the whole time, every single time a volunteer walked past her kennel, she pressed her face against the bars and tried to reach them with her tongue. Some volunteers would let her, most wouldn't. One wrote in the daily log, "She's desperate for something we can't give her." And then Lauren Mitchell walked in. Lauren was 31, a physical therapist who had just gone through a divorce that left her living alone for the first time in 8 years. She wasn't looking for a Doberman. She wasn't even sure she was ready for a dog, but her therapist had suggested it. "You need something to take care of," she'd said, "something that needs you back." Lauren walked through the shelter slowly, stopping at each kennel. And then she reached Kennel 9. Zara was already at the bars, already pressing forward, already licking the air between them before Lauren was even close enough to touch. The volunteer warned her, "She's intense. Most people can't handle the licking." Lauren knelt down. Zara's tongue hit her chin, her cheek, her forehead. Lauren didn't pull away. She closed her eyes and let it happen. After about 30 seconds, something shifted. Zara slowed down. The frantic energy faded. She stopped licking and just pressed her face against Lauren's, breathing hard, trembling slightly. "How long has she been here?" Lauren asked, quietly. "Over a year." Lauren opened her eyes. "I'll take her." The first 2 weeks were exactly what the shelter had warned about. Zara licked everything. Lauren's face when she woke up, Lauren's hands when she ate, Lauren's neck when they sat on the couch, Lauren's tears when she cried one night watching a movie she used to watch with her ex-husband. Zara was there for that too, licking her cheeks like she was trying to erase the sadness directly off her skin. But Lauren didn't push her away, not once. Every lick was a question. "Are you still here? Are you staying? Please don't leave." I see you're still watching but haven't subscribed. That breaks my heart a little. Hit subscribe now. At the 1-month mark, Lauren took Zara to a veterinary behaviorist named Dr. Karen Whitfield. She explained everything: the constant licking, the inability to be more than 2 inches from Lauren's face, the way Zara would panic if Lauren left the room even to use the bathroom. Dr. Whitfield observed Zara for over an hour. Then she sat down across from Lauren and said something that changed everything. "This isn't just compulsive behavior anymore. Zara has bonded to you in a way I rarely see. She's not licking because she's anxious. She's licking because you're the first person who let her. You're the first person who didn't push her away." For a dog who spent 2 years behind a closed door with 0 contact, your face is the safest place in the world. Would you have let her keep licking, or would you have trained it out of her? If you've ever had a dog that loved you in a way others didn't understand, I want to hear about it in the comments. Lauren sat in the car for 20 minutes after that appointment, crying, not sad tears, the kind that come when someone finally explains something you already felt but couldn't put in words. From that day on, Lauren stopped seeing the licking as a problem. She started seeing it for what it was, a love language, the only one Zara had ever known. Months passed, the frantic desperation faded. What replaced it was something calmer, something intentional. Every morning, Zara would climb onto the couch, press her face against Lauren's, and give 3 slow licks on her left cheek, like a ritual, like a prayer. Stories like this are why we do what we do. If that made you feel something, you're not alone. Today, Zara is 5 years old. She still licks Lauren's face every morning. She still presses her body against her on the couch every night. She still panics a little when Lauren leaves for work, but now she waits by the window instead of scratching the door. And Lauren, the woman who wasn't sure she was ready for a dog, the woman who had just lost a marriage and didn't know how to fill the silence, she found something she didn't know she was looking for. Not a pet, a mirror. A creature who had been locked away from love for so long that when she finally found it, she couldn't stop reaching for it. Sometimes the ones who love too much are the ones who were loved too little. And sometimes the best thing you can do for a broken heart, whether it has 2 legs or 4, is simply let it get close enough to feel yours beating. 411 days, nobody wanted her, and now she won't stop kissing the one person who stayed. Is obsessive love a flaw or a gift? Would you let a dog love you like that, or would it be too much? Tell me in the comments.